All right. Let's do the Tope. We're just gonna watch a bench warrant get issued, right? Bench warrants are fun, especially from Simpson.
Yeah. Court does call the case of fixing housing 401k plan versus Erica Ward et al. Counsel, state your appearance.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Steve Otherly on behalf of Plaintiff Fixing Housing 401k Plan.
Your name?
Good afternoon, Erica Ward and Aaron Ward, on
Aaron
behalf of
Ward.
ourselves.
All right. All right.
Your Honor, I believe my client representative, Mr. Hawk, is participating over Zoom.
Is that
I think he is on his iPad.
Wait, how long is this one? Is this long? This looks long.
iPad 4? I'll need you to unmute, state your name, and turn on your camera if you're participating in these proceedings.
He did actually post in the chat as Mr. Hawk previously.
I might need a little coaching here. Is this the whole thing? Hold on. Oh yeah. No, we don't want to do. I don't even want to do politics. All right. So I might need a time. Is this the Tope hearing? And she's not there. Oh wait, are these her clients? I might need to rethink this because this is kind of long. Okay, it's at the very end. I'm sure there was a note on there that I've overlooked. Okay. Not the whole hearing. All right. I'll say fast forward to scooch. Scotch. Wait, let me go more end.
On March 10th.
How about yes?
2026 at 9 a.m.
Did I go too far? Oh, that'd be
Anything else? No? Hearing none. Thank you, folks.
Oh, 15. Okay. This is fun. This is like choose your own adventure. 15-ish.
And I'm sure all of you probably would have seen this process in one form or another. But on January 27th, the first version of the docket, which is set for today, would have been sent out by email to the parties.
This is probably good.
You then get an updated version. I think it's the initial, then the updated version was sent out on January 30th to the parties, which would show it's scheduled. You're looking at the time. Then the day before, because things get moved around and whatever, we send out our final of it. For Ms. Tope to say that she had no notice of it or anything along those lines, it's just patently false, because I have the emails of those various dates, the 27th, the 30th, and the 2nd, where Ms. Tope is emailed directly at her email address showing this to be scheduled. So it is once again a delay on her part to not show up. I will go further to say that she consistently flaunts this court's orders by, when she's off of a case, filing documents. I don't mind the parties when they want to argue with the court, but the disrespectful manner in which she has argued before this court. Some people show their disrespect in different ways, but it's always noted with Ms. Tope, she is a member of the bar of this state. I do not take lightly issuing show causes against attorneys in the first place. Don't like to do it because usually, because they are officers of the court, I can command them to be before the court at whatever point I want them to be before the court. But her behavior to this court is, for a member of the bar, is atrocious. And what I think, at least as I've seen in two cases, predicaments which she has put individuals which she alleged to have or was representing is also, from my
For now.
perspective anyway, atrocious and highly unethical in terms of some of the ways that she's been proceeding. So it is with great dismay, but when an attorney or someone tells me I'm not appearing, I know they've had notice of it and they refuse to come before the court. The court is only left with one other option, which is its ultimate way in which to compel someone to appear. And so I'm going to issue a bench warrant for Ms. Tope's arrest. Her bond in this case, your approximate bill, counsel, what's the approximate amount that you have at this point?
Your Honor, that I have at this point is $6,975.
Enough. So I will issue a bench warrant. Bond will be set in the amount of $10,000 cash and or surety.
You're getting those fees.
That warrant will issue immediately.
Getting those fees.
So that you know what will happen is, and I have a feeling we will catch up with Ms. Tope very quickly. Once that hearing is then set, she is not in custody and hasn't posted bond, we will let counsel, we will let the parties know. At that point, I would like to see the billing.
Okay.
All right.
Yes, sir.
You follow what I'm indicating on that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pilot before.
Pardon?
At that.
You
time,
can
bring it at that hearing.
bring it at that hearing with the amount.
Okay.
And then I will go from there.
Okay.
Anything from you guys?
I just need to know where I'm supposed to be next.
We need to set another date, but counsel, if you'll prepare an order consistent with the court's ruling today, I will set a hearing on damages as well as what will be the court's enforcement of the motion for summary disposition.
All right, let me catch myself up a little bit. Actually, let me go to this one. So, hold on. These people, were they Tope's original clients, or was it on the other side? I'm gonna leave Tope up to the experts, but this is more of like a news flash for those who follow Tope. She didn't show up to court. She got a bench warrant. Great day for a bench warrant, by the way. I've shown, 2 bench warrants. Well, I guess the other one was more of a hijacking than a bench warrant. And then one insanely boring hearing. Okay. All right. Those were her clients. All right. And then I'm remembering this all now. Yes. Huh. So I did the story. I shouldn't say I did the story. I did a piece on a lady who basically screamed at a judge and then stormed out of court. And what I found out through that process is that it's good practice, from my understanding and from a conversation I had with just one attorney, that if you're going to be in trouble with the bar, it's good practice to basically out yourself, submit your own motions to the bar for your own misconduct. And from what I know of Miss Tope, she's not going to do that. God, imagining hiring that freaking lawyer. That's terrible. That's terrible. Simpson sending everybody to be kidnapped. All right, I need catch up. I'll let the super pro court people keep up with that one. I gotta go back and watch this hearing though. But I definitely don't have enough time to play it. That's crazy. I'm glad he set that. I'm glad he asked for the fees so he could set the bond accordingly, though. Oh man.